Of the happiest place on earth. Of the happiest place on earth. Where any discount that they offer is just a little joke. And you have to give it back long for a churro and a coke. Disneyland, Disneyland. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. By your side, with the key by your side. Nobody's wide. You can run away, ride through the rain. You'll be fine. With the key, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. You can not play blind. You're the answer to his prayers. But I wanna rock. But I need to be an inclusion of people that are cultures. But I'm getting them. I wanna rise to a balance like that makes me answer motion. To a balance like a working play. I'm holding on loose and I wanna rock. I got boots and a hood. There's nothing really better to do than with a magic wand. My hits are cheap. My friends would often ask me why my clothes are all askew. And I'm digging in my pockets like I was a kangaroo man. With nature I got fluids, man. And a canoe I got boots. And a hood I got boots. And a hood Viscosio. The legend of Miss Garcia. Super Danny's only super when he's blackout. Super Danny's only super when he's blackout drunk. You can stop a robbery with my blowing chunks. When you see the dance in the level bottle of Jack in the sky, let you know you can't rely on Super Danny. You bet that space show. If he's spaced out in a Merlot. Put on some sweatpants. Put on some sweatpants. And fuzzy slippers. Put on some slippers. Put on some sweatpants. Still feel tight. And your butt still looks still feel tight. And your butt still looks nice. We won't have to worry about you walking all night. So kitties and boots. 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 Hey, hey! It's Thursday. It's Word Salad. I'm Phil Johnson. You're the people watching. What's up? It's a water bottle. Did you know that? I just ding-dang on an old metal water bottle that I don't drink out of anymore. But welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you as always. Kara's in the comments looking like from YouTube. Kara, it is on Facebook right now. I have to share it into the Facebook group because it shows up on my Facebook page, but it does not automatically go into the group anymore. I have to share it in there. Dave's here. What's up? Yeah, because Facebook pulled some stuff and they made it difficult to live stream into groups. So anyway, welcome to the show. Drop a comment in and tell me what you're up to today. I've had one of those days where it's like I got up this morning and I was raring to go and I was getting stuff done and I was doing my stuff, and then like 2:30 hit and it started to turn into, and I just like completely ran out of steam. And so I'm trying to get my steam back to make it good for y'all tonight. So we'll start with a little song as people are rolling in here. We'll do some stuff. I got some stories to tell you, got some updates for you, and we're going to have a good old time for the next bit here. So I'm glad we're here. I'll tell you why we didn't do one last week and what happened with that. And but anyway, let's do a little song. This is called "The Promise Is a Promise." If I can remember how it goes. The flames are all gone. The pool of souls is quiet. The lava falls have stopped. Satan's got a jacket on, 'cause hell is frozen over. There's ice on the acid sea. So now will you go out with me? There we go. Lauren Weber's here having dinner after a long day of working in nursing school. Lauren Weber out there doing the good work, getting ready to be a nurse. In my extended family, my girlfriend's part of the family, we have lots of medical professionals. We have nurses and doctors' assistants and all sorts of medical people over there. All her nieces and nephews went into the medical field. So, Lauren, I know how hard it is. I've watched them go through it, and I know you're working hard, and we appreciate you because the world needs good nurses. Awesome. Cool. Let's do this one. I haven't played this one in a while. Baby, we got a love life to shame all others. You and me go great together like chocolate and peanut butter. But baby, let's flip the script, change it up a little bit. Let's have bad porno sex. I'll leave my socks on for you, bad porno sex. Waka chicka at you, bad porno sex. We'll have you wrapped around my fingers like a teenage runaway, banging a homely middle-aged dude for money. Man, I felt like I was doing really good till that part. You'll be my lady. I'll be your... Oh, no. Brittany, you said no sound? Why is there no sound? Can the rest of you hear me? If you can't hear me, well, if you can hear me, drop a comment in here real quick, because there should be sound. There should be sound on everything on my end. Let me double check here. That's set correctly. I'm not muted. Yikes. Okay, wait. Let me drop a comment in. Let's see. I got a blank comment from Lauren. Dave says he's got it on YouTube. Okay, all right. Okay. Brittany, I think maybe it's you. All right. I'm always glad. You know, it's like when my girlfriend comes home mad from work and I just go, wow, I'm really sorry she's mad, but I'm also glad it's not my fault. That's kind of how I feel right now, Brittany. I think the audio might be on your end. All right, so back to the song. You'll be my lady. I'll be your overly hairy man. You are my baby. Thanks, Carrie. I'll give you some bad meat in the can. You'll have a spray-on tan. Let's have bad porno sex. I'll cut a hole in the pizza box. Bad porno sex. Waka chicka when the pizza boy knocks. Bad porno sex. In a nondescript hotel room. You're a straight F college girl. I'm a morally ambiguous professor. Let's pretend that you just got some really bad plastic boobs. The nipples that point in the wrong direction get me harder than a Rubik's Cube. You be the housewife and I'll be the plumber that snakes your drain. Let's have bad porno sex. We'll flop around till our interest wanes. Bad porno sex. At least the sheets won't have any stains. Bad porno sex will leave us both unsatisfied. which really only means we'll have to do it again, but after South Park. 'Cause baby, I don't miss my South Park for nothing. But when Kenny's dead, I'll bend you over. When Kenny's dead, I'll bend you over. When Kenny's dead, I'll bend you over for some bad porno sex. There we go. All right, cool. Little bad porno sex. That is from my first comedy special. Might be my second comedy special, now that I'm thinking about it. I think that one is from the... Thank you, Lauren. I think that song is from my second comedy special, which is called Be Yourself Unless You're an Idiot. You might have seen the t-shirt. That was the t-shirt came out the same time as the special and did way better than the special did. Okay, so if somebody else is watching on Facebook, can you tell me if you're hearing sound? Because Brittany's not getting sound on Facebook. And I don't know why that would be, but we can check on it. Let's check on that real quick. Here, let's go on an adventure, kids. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go over to Facebook and see what might be happening over here. And so there's the live stream right there. We got, it looks like just Brittany watching. Let's go on an adventure, kids. I'm going to share my screen. Nope, I hear the volume. It's coming out of my headphones over there. And we're going to go over to Facebook. Okay, we're good. I'm putting it back on you, Brittany. I don't know what's happening. All right, so let's keep things moving here. So last Thursday, I had planned to do a live stream for you, and then that afternoon, actually that morning, I guess, I got a call from Cody Smith asking me to go do a Don't Tell comedy show that night in Santa Rosa. And if you're not familiar with Don't Tell Comedy, they do sort of like secret shows. So if you buy a ticket to a Don't Tell show, they don't tell you where it is until like on a couple hours before the actual show. And they don't tell you who's going to be on the show. So everything's like a surprise. Where are we going? We don't know who we're seeing. We don't know where we're going. And they're pretty fun. So become a pretty sizable production company at this point. And so he had a dropout, and so I thought, yeah, I can jump up to Santa Rosa and do this. So it was at the Flamingo Hotel in Santa Rosa, which if you've never been, is this cool old, like kitschy 60s looking hotel. Which I think has actually been there since the 60s. But it's not dumpy. They've kept it up really, really nice. It's a nice hotel, but it's got that 60s vibe to it. And we had the show they actually have a little showroom there where they do like DJs and things like that. But it looked like a 1960s comedy club, like you'd see in like a Catskills resort type of thing. So it was a really cool room, really nice room. They packed it out with a bunch of people, and I was going up second to last. And the first two comics went up there, did a great job. I think there was, there's 5 comics. So the first 3 comics went up there, did a great job, had fantastic sets. Everybody was doing great. And I always try to go up with no expectations of what the audience is going to give me, because it was some good advice I got from a comedian named Ron Schock years ago. He said, always go up neutral. If you think the audience is going to be great, or if you think they're going to be bad, or whatever it is, they're always going to disappoint you. So I try to go up neutral. I try to go up with no expectations of what that audience is going to be like. And in this case, I'd seen 3 people just kill it right before me. So I was going up neutral, but positive about the thing. And I bombed my ass off, you guys. Like, just bombed hard. Like, it was one of the worst sets I've had in a long time. And I don't know what it was, because I was doing like all my A material. I was doing the stuff I know works. And it's funny when you bomb, because, and then the producer went up to do some cleanup jokes after me, and he brought the crowd back. And then, yes, Lauren, yeah, Vintage Space. That's exactly it. The producer went up, Cody went up and did a set, and he did great. The headliner went up, she did great. So it was just me. Everybody had great sets but me. So it was not the audience at all. And when you bomb, you can kind of feel what the audience's objection is, which is weird because nobody's voicing that objection, but you can feel the vibe in the room about what that objection is. And sometimes it's, yeah, we just don't think this is funny. That has its own feel to it. There's We Don't Get It. I've had those audiences where if it wasn't a dick joke, they didn't get it. Or I had one audience a while back that if there was any sort of subtext to the joke, they just went right over the head. So there's the we don't find it funny for whatever reason. There's the we don't get it audience. And this audience was, why are you saying these things? That was the vibe I was getting from them. They were like, oh, good, Brittany, I'm glad to hear it. The audience was, the vibe I was getting from the audience is like, why would you say that? And now I do have some punchlines that are, that can be off-putting if you're not following along, right? And so maybe that was part of it, but I was opening with stuff that is not off-putting at all. But it was still like, oh, why are you saying it? And it wasn't like creepy. Like I've had audiences that find me creepy, and it wasn't even that. It was just like, why are you saying these things? Like they forgot they were at a stand-up comedy show or something. It was the weirdest vibe. It's not a vibe that I get very often. I don't bomb very often anymore, which is nice. But it's not a vibe that's very common in a bombing situation. It's way more often, yeah, we just don't find it funny, or we don't get it. That's the most common one. And then the creepy thing that comes up every once in a while, but not as often. But the just like, why are you saying this? Like they've forgotten they were at a comedy show. Weirdest thing. So bottom line of the story is I would have ended up. We would have been way better if I'd have just stayed home and sat here and done this for you. But there we go. Got a little bit of money. Got to play a cool room at the vintage space at the Flamingo, such a great room, and did that. And then the next night I was at Trek Wine in Novato. Great show. That is an audience I always know what to do with. They're super fun. And then the night after that, on Saturday, I did a show at an Elks Lodge in Palo Alto, California here, and that was super great. Now, an Elks Lodge show, those are in some respects very easy. That crowd is there to laugh. They're in a good mood. They're a little drunk. Elks Lodge shows super easy. And Elks Lodges are nicer than Moose Lodges. So on one element, it's a super nice show. On the other side of it, it's what I call a don't make the white people uncomfortable show, where they go, we got to keep it clean. Don't get too political. Don't do, you really just got to go with the vanilla material for that. But it was a good, easy, well-paid show. So that was nice. But yeah, I haven't bombed like that, like I did last Thursday, in quite a while. So, well, hopefully we won't see that experience again for a while. The tour date's coming up. This weekend, Friday, tomorrow, and Saturday, I'm going to be at Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento, California, featuring for Corey Michaelis, which is going to be super duper fun. So we got 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, and then Sunday night, I'll be headlining at the Crow's Nest in Santa Cruz, California. So if you happen to be in any of those places, do come on out and see a show. And there's something else. What's happening? So May's a little lighter. I got anniversaries and birthdays and stuff I got to do in May. So May's a little lighter. May 2nd, I'll be at the Lumpia Company in Oakland, California. Friday, May the 9th, I will be at the Punchline in Atlanta, Georgia for a World Series of Comedy event. Saturday, May the 24th, Fort Rock Brewing in Rancho Cordova, California. And May the 30th, that's a Friday, at Quinn's Lighthouse in Oakland, California. And then we are working on a bunch of new stuff for the calendar. A couple quick notes. Richland, Washington at Joker's has been canceled for this year because they had a booking mix-up, and it was the owner of the club's fault, not the booking agent. The owner had a mix-up. So I won't be doing Joker's in November, and that'll be next year instead. And then the show in Bend, Oregon at Craft Kitchen has been moved a week later than it was. So whatever that date is in November. All right, anyway, we got all the tour date stuff out of the way now. Let's do a song. Let's do this one. This is a song about a girl I dated with a cool mythological name. Don't look now, here comes my baby. Really don't look now, she'll turn you to stone. Her name's Medusa, but I call her Sugar Bear. Her name's Medusa, yeah, she got a bunch of snakes for hair. Met her in a coffee shop, I had a mocha latte. She had a bowl of scorpions and I said, ooh, sassy. She had her sunglasses on and her snakes tied back and a pretty little Hello Kitty hair barrette that made her sexy green skin look like a rotten orange. That's hot! Her name's Medusa with sweet little honey buns. Her name's Medusa. We watch Clash of the Titans reruns. I took her to meet mom and dad around Christmas time. I said they're open-minded, baby, it'll be just fine. My mama opened the door to my childhood home, and then she very, very promptly turned to stone. Who knew my mama was such a freaking racist? Damn, my name's Medusa, my sweet little rock-a-roller. Her name's Medusa, yeah, her favorite cheese is Gorgonzola. I said, let me see your eyes. She said, I can't, I'll make you hard. I said, damn straight, baby. She said, that's not what I'm talking about, jackass. Her name's Medusa, my sweet little huggy bear. Her name, oh, I can't stare in her eyes, I want to stare at her derriere. There we go. All right. So that song is called Here Comes My Baby. If you haven't seen the video for it, go look it up on YouTube. It is super duper fun. Iris Benson played Medusa in that one and did a great job. And we filmed a whole music video. It is the most ridiculous guitar solo scene that you will ever see in a video. It's fantastic. So anyway, got that out of the way. And I'm going to give a quick shout out here to our Philogelos Inner Circle members. They're coming in fast and strong, baby. On our silver members, Evil Dave, who's hanging out with us tonight, Jason Viglione, Don Todd, Lisa Sutherland, Kendra Slater, Jonathan Pollock, Di Chadwell, who I think is also hanging out with us tonight, Sophie Kellogg, Chris Hausch, and Stuart Kemp. I just had a very nice meeting with Stuart about an hour ago. We had a great chat about tossing around some ideas about Inner Circle stuff and our community stuff, which I'll show you in a second here. And, oh, by the way, Brittany, Stuart Kemp, also in the wrestling biz. So I don't know if you guys know each other at all. Speaking of Brittany Brown, Diamond member, woo-woo! And our gold members, Cynthia Leonard, Carol Sweet-Smith, Susan Anderson, Teresa Good, Michael Walker, Jared Christensen, Thomas Edward, Lisa Holder, Chris Wesley, Sheila Baker, Renee Bergdorf, Vince Hamilton, Leah Storkson, just had a nice talk with Leah the other day, Tracy Howell, and Amanda Hollingsworth. Yeah. And so here's something that we're doing. I'm gonna share my screen with you again here. And something that we're doing, I have a leaderboard. Where's my cursor? I have a leaderboard in the community. And I don't know if you've seen this yet. If you haven't, you can pop in here. And see, we got these token things in the community. If you click on that upper right and wherever it is on the mobile version, you can earn tokens by spending some money with me. You get 100 tokens for every $1 you spend with me on merch or experiences or whatever. And honestly, if you come out to a show, like tell me you came out to the show, come say hi, tell me how much you paid for the ticket. I'll drop tokens in there for you on those as well. But you got to come tell me about those because it doesn't happen automatically. Then you can use your tokens to vote with, right? So if you want to post in the community, use a token. If you want to upvote comments or posts or whatever, use those tokens. So it's an investment in the community to use those tokens, and it just shows me who's being engaged and being cool. And soon we're gonna have a token store also where you'll be able to trade in your tokens for merch and experiences and things like that. So over here, I have a leaderboard that tells me who's spending tokens. Okay, and that tells me who's in here doing some stuff and making the community happen, and I appreciate that. And right now, Tracy Howell up there, number 1, and Tracy, let's see, Tracy just posted a nice picture of herself with her Be Yourself Unless You're an Idiot t-shirt. What's up, Tracy? And so on the last day of each month, I'm going to come over here to this leaderboard, which I'm pretty sure you can see if you're on the desktop version of this too. I don't think it's just for me. I think you can see it as well. I'm going to find out who invested the most tokens during the month in the community, and you'll get back half of your token expenditure. Expenditure? That's not a good word. Half of your token investment. We'll put it that way. And so last day of each month, look out for that in your email. And if you want to win, if you want to get some tokens back for free, then all you got to do is use those tokens. And that contest is going to get bigger as the community gets bigger, right? So it's monthly right now. As we grow, we'll make it a weekly contest, right? Because I can see who's trading in that week as well. Look, there's Leah coming in number 2, somebody anonymous at number 3. And then we're going to make the prizes even bigger as we go along there, okay? So if you haven't come in and spent some tokens in the community, get in there because you get some just for signing up. You should already have like 100 tokens or something up in there that you have just for coming into the community. So make sure that you come in and say hi, post some stuff. And like Tracy did there. That was fun. Okay. And all right, so we got that. Let's do a few more songs here. I'm trying to think of what else I have to. I feel like there was another story I had to tell you this evening, but I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. It'll come to me. If there's a song that you would like to hear, let me know. Song of mine. I don't know. Maybe we'll start playing with weird covers and stuff. I'm not very good at like learning a cover just on the fly, but we could give it a shot, I guess. But if there's a song of mine that you want to hear, drop a comment in the chat and let me know what that might be. And we'll see if we can play it for you. Oh, here's a cover right here. Let's do this one just for fun. I have a secret as a musician is that I'm not very good at playing other people's music because I never really focused on it that much. I mean, I can. Like, I could play a ton of Metallica stuff, but I've never really been, like, I never was in a cover band or anything like that. We did very select covers in my band, and so I've always been much more of a songwriter. And so when I play other people's stuff, it's always a little bit of a struggle for me. But let's do this. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody's got a body like you, but I wouldn't think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play because I play them too. Oh, but I need some time off from that emotion. Time to pick my heart up off the floor. Oh, when that love comes down without devotion. Well, it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you the door. 'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Said I gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith. Baby, I know you're asking me to stay. Say please, please, please don't go away. Maybe giving you the blues. Maybe you mean every word you say. Can't help but think of yesterday and another one who tied me down to the lover boy rules. Before this river becomes an ocean, before you throw my heart back on the floor. Oh, baby, I reconsider my foolish notion. Well, I need someone to hold me, but I'll wait for something more. 'Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Said I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Before this river becomes an ocean, before I throw my heart back on the floor. Oh, baby, I'll reconsider this foolish notion. Well, I need someone to hold me, but I'm waiting for some shape of you do. Gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Said I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. There we go. Little George Michael. Little George Michael. I'm glad you like that one, Lauren. My girlfriend, huge George Michael fan. I was sitting with a friend of mine one day talking at a music conference, and he's a gay guy. That will make sense in a second here. And thanks, Brittany. He was a gay guy, and we were talking, and I was talking about my girlfriend's taste in music, and I said, oh, my girlfriend's favorite artists are George Michael, Elton John, and Darren Hayes, who's the singer from Savage Garden. Those are her 3 favorites. And he turned to me and he went, oh, you have to talk like a gay boy in bed, don't you? It just cracked me up. Yeah. But Brittany, you knew George Michael? That's cool. He was quite an artist. It was a darn shame that he left us too soon like that. Real shame. Quite an artist. But I don't tell her that because I'd have to listen to it constantly. I have to be careful. Brittany, you'll have to tell me sometime about, we really should just have Brittany on the live stream one night. I've been thinking about this, Brittany. Next time we talk, we'll talk about it. But I should just bring you on here as a guest, because you have a lot of interesting stories. Let's see here. What's happening? Oh boy, I don't remember if I can do all that. Let's see. I'm just trying to find a song to sing. If there's one of my songs that you would like to hear, or hell, let's get crazy. If there's any song you would like to hear me try, we can make an attempt at butchering it tonight, huh? Let's have some fun. Let's see. I'm just going through my song list here. The truth shall set you free, unless the truth is that you murdered someone. In that case, the truth will send you to jail. What's up, Tracy? Tracy, we were just looking at your photo that you posted in the community, and seeing your number one status on the leaderboard there. So very cool. Good to see that. Thanks for coming by. And if there's a song that you want to hear, Queen. Oh, Brittany, you're killing me. You don't want to hear me murder Freddie Mercury parts, do you? That would be, I don't even know. Crazy little thing called love. That's the only one I think I could maybe handle, but I would have to look it up. And I don't remember exactly how it goes. See, that's how brave I am with other people's songs. Not very. Let's do this one. This is called Geeks Don't Care. You don't have to be anorexic like a teenage pop star, and it's totally cool if you've got some scars. If you want to be sure that you'll wed, play the Imperial March when he comes to bed. He'll be the world's most faithful suitor when he sees the tattoo of Captain Kirk on your hooters. With a geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll with pride through the Ren Fair. With a geek, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. He will not decline. You're the answer to his prayers. 'Cause geeks don't care. I'm looking at the comments. Ted Nugent. Woo! If you dress like slave girl, Princess Leia, there's a really good chance that he'll wanna lay ya on a king-size bed with Harry Potter sheets. Call him Lord Vader when he skeets. Always tell him that he's your guitar hero, you'll be his final fantasy. With a geek, you'll be glad, 'cause baldness ain't that bad. Sigourney Weaver looked totally rad, an alien with no hair. Oh, with a geek you'll be on track, even with your hairy back. He'll supply like a lifetime supply of Nair. 'Cause geeks don't care. He's a 5, you're a 5. Together you're a 10. Some hot geek love is set to begin. Yeah, With a geek, you'll be hot. It's just a little jungle ride. Just flash him a little coin slot, he'll forget it's there. With a geek, life is good. If you're breathing, he'll get wood. Lepers are misunderstood, you're just a crusty teddy bear. 'Cause geeks don't care. Ow! All right. Man, that is a tough song to sing. That really needs to be like a whole step lower, but there's not a great way to play that opening riff if it's a whole step lower. It needs to be in the key of C instead of the key of D. Woo! Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate the share. Let's see. Ted Nugent. Outside of Cat Scratch Fever, I don't know if I even know any Ted Nugent songs. Stranglehold. Well, you do not want me trying to attempt Stranglehold for 8 minutes. I know that's a long one. And Dave asked for Obituary. Dave, I went to go see a friend of mine play one night. His name is Eli Lev. He's a very talented singer, solo songwriter guy, and he was playing near me. And he has this thing where he does like full evenings of shows. It's like 3-4 hours, and so he has a QR code on the tables where you snap his QR code, and then you can leave him a tip and request a song. It's a great system. And so I thought I would mess with him, and I think I asked for Rain and Blood, and just to see the look on his face, and he looked at his phone where he gets the messages for it, and he just went, "Oh, Phil, I don't," and I was like, "Dude, I'm messing with you." So, and I gave him a different song to sing that was in his wheelhouse. Great White Buffalo, Tracy. I don't even know that one. I don't know a whole lot of Ted Nugent stuff. I saw him once. Who did I see him? Oh, I saw him opening for Leonard Skinner years ago. But I don't know Great White Buffalo. So if I can't even hear it in my head, there's no way I'm going to be able to get it off a page from just a chord chart. Or you know what? I'll tell you what. Here's what we do. I'm going to look up the lyrics and the chords, and it's not going to sound anything at all like what we're expecting it to. So hang on. Let me look up Great White Buffalo. Give me 1 second. Great White Buffalo by Ted Nugent. Where's that search bar? Here we go. Great White Buffalo. Okay. We've got a chord chart here. Not a lot. Ooh. Live. Okay. Let's see here. No capo. Key of E. All right, so here's what's going to happen. Bad Company. You guys know any artists from the last 30 years? I'm kidding. All right. Know any Monty Python? Oh, man. We used to use, I was just singing Always Look on the Bright Side of Life to my girlfriend last night. We used to use Sit on My Face and Tell Me That You Love Me. We used to use that as our intro music for the band. But I don't know how to play it. I'll have to look at it. All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play Great White Buffalo by Ted Nugent. And it's going to sound nothing like the song, except for the chords and the lyrics. We got some chords. Well, listen, everybody, to what I've got to say. There's hope for tomorrow if we wake up today. Well, it happened long ago in the new magic land. Hang on, gotta scroll. Missed it. The Indian and the buffalo existed hand in hand. The Indian needed food, He needed skins for his roof, but he only took what they needed. Millions of buffalo were the proof. But then came the white man with his thick and empty head. He couldn't see past his billfold. Scrolling. He wanted all the buffalo dead. It was sad. It was sad. And then there's like a bridge. It says bridge, ad-lib jam, spoken rap. All right. I think that's enough of that. Yeah, the whole song is only 3 chords, which, from what I know of Ted's music, is pretty common. All right. Well, there we go. That was, never thought I'd be playing any Ted Nugent tonight. Lauren said her dad used to play guitar and sing "Sit on My Face." Sit on my face and tell me that you love me. I'll tell you I wish I could remember the lyrics to it. That's one I should probably learn. All right. Nickelback. Tracy, what Nickelback song? You guys are pulling out a bunch of bands that I don't know any songs from. I know the bands, I just don't know any of their songs. You did good? All right, well, thank you, Tracy. I'll take that. Now I guess I'll have to listen to that song and see what it actually sounds like. But let's see what we got for a Nickelback tune. How You Remind Me. Maybe I could hash that one out. Let's see. That one, capo's at the 3rd fret. I think we're going to keep it down in the open position. Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick of sight without the sense of feeling. This is how you remind me. That's not right, is it? This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me. Scrolling. This is how you remind me of what I really am. All right. We did a little Nickelback there. I feel like I'm not singing it high enough, like I was singing the wrong harmony. Never made it as a wise man. I can't remember how that melody goes. All right. Lauren said her dad had quite the repertoire of Monty Python songs. Well, you know, if you're going to have a repertoire, Monty Python is a good one to have a repertoire of. All right. Fun. That was fun to do a little goofing around. We might do that more often. Oh, you know what? So here's something I can show you. Let's go back over to the community here real quick. And I haven't even used this yet. I haven't really told anybody about it yet. But, that's not the right one. Hang on. Let's try that again. This one. Okay. So in the community over here, there is a request board. And you can see there's nothing on it yet. Because I haven't told anybody about it yet, but it is here. So there is a request board, and this is any kind of request. So if there's a song you want to hear me do in the live stream, drop it in here. Whether it's my song or somebody else's song you want me to mess with. If there's a song you want me to record, like a song of mine that hasn't been recorded yet, or a cover or something like that, go ahead and drop it in here. If there's a merch item that you'd like to see me create, drop it in here. Go, hey, I got this cool idea for a merch item. Or just any requests or ideas, or anything you'd like me to do for you, you can drop it in this request board here. It's very easy. You just hit the post thing right there up at the top, and then you can drop it in the text box there. You'll also have some other, I don't think you'll have all of these things, but you'll have, you should be able to put in an image, and probably maybe even a video, and I think the rest of these are just for me. But yeah, you can drop stuff in there. So go ahead and use that request board for stuff. Like if you got an idea where you go, I'd like to see Phil attempt that. That's the place to put it. Nothing that requires nudity. We'll put the limit right there, and we'll see where it goes after that. Okay. All right. So Let's do one more song, and then we're going to call it an evening. You guys, you've all been super fun tonight. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. We should have done this last week instead of me doing the Don't Tell show, but who knew? Who knew the audience wasn't going to get the jokes? All right. I think Kara's still hanging around in here. We'll do two more songs. I'll do this one for Kara, and then I'm going to do the new single that's coming out May 20th that I got to perform this weekend, so it needs a run through. All right. So we'll do this one here. It's the Hallelujah parody. I heard there was a secret song that David played for much too long, and the Lord said, you don't know another, do ya? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, pretty basic chords if you catch my drift. It's another crappy version of Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Salagadoola, Magicaboola, bibbidi bobbidi boo-la. You had a party up on the roof. All the liquor was 90 proof. You asked her bra size, she said, what's it to ya? She tied you to the kitchen chair. She broke your nose, she cut your hair, and made you listen to hours of Hallelujah. Hallelujah. She broke your tooth, but hallelujah, 'cause then she blew ya. There was a time when we didn't know who Leonard was or Buckley, so we had to keep on listening to Imagine. Now every time it's on the tube or covered by another roof, Leonard's bank accounts are screaming hallelujah. Hallelujah, making moolah, bebop-a-loola, hallelujah. Tracy, I can't see what that emoji is. Now maybe there's a God or two. If there is, he's sick of it too. The same song every day for millennia. And it's not a cry you hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a desperate plea for fame with hallelujah. Hallelujah. I say screw ya. I'm gonna school ya on hallelujah. All right, it's a laugh out loud. Good, I like it. All right, nice. Did that, Kara? Hope you enjoyed it. Let's do the new song. Because I'm going to perform it this weekend. It's my new closer. I've been closing with it at shows, kind of butchering it, but I've been closing, and it's a good energy. It's good energy for the end of the show. So this is it. It's coming out May 20th. I have to create 60 pieces of postable content between now and May 20th. That's what I was going to tell you about. I finished the studio performance video of it today. And I finished the lyric video of it today. The lyric video is super fun, so I can't wait to see that. But I got to start cutting that up, and I got to create a zillion other things to post when that song comes out. So May 20th, it's coming. I'm going to try and not butcher it now or this weekend. Here we go. It's a picnic in the sun. I'll pick you up in my ride. We'll head out with the breeze and the sun in our eyes. Find a pretty little spot where we can relax and rid the country of ride. I'll spread out the blanket and you pour the wine. Charcuterie tray, we'll have a grand old time. Punching fucking Nazis, a fist right to their face. making damn sure that they always know that they're not the master race. Punching fucking Nazis so hard it gives them the runs, and they will sit right back, relax in the grass with our picnic in the sun. And when they throw a cig high, we'll give them titty twisters, then relax for a while. Nosh on some cheese while the crackers get beat, left in a big old pile. They say they've read 2 books, but they still can't read. Gotta kick them in the nuts so they can't breed. Punching fucking Nazis, 2 wrongs don't make a right. So I hold out my hand to help one up, pull it back and yell out, psych! Punching fucking Nazis until they're calling 911. Then a black cop gets the call and stops to join our picnic in the sun. I'll bring the sandwiches, you bring the bats. We'll smite those anti-Semites, shove those bats right up their ass. 'Cause they're so afraid of being gay, or trans, or femme, or brown. Dose their Adderall with LSD, maybe they'll come around. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a snack, then head back to the fray. Smash the face with your high heels, which they secretly like anyway. We'll be punching fucking Nazis, those humanoid hemorrhoids. The boys aren't so proud when curb stomped by a crowd as we binge on Schadenfreude. Punching fucking Nazis while we snack on cherry pie. Ninja star shaped just like swastikas, it will aim right for their eyes. Punching fucking Nazis, and when we've had our fun, we'll wipe the blood off and share a kiss at our picnic in the sun. There we go. It's getting better. It's getting better. Still a few mistakes in there. Still a few things to work out. But yeah, the riff is weird when I play it by myself. And I've tried harmonizing it and just to kind of beef it up a little bit. It doesn't work. In the song, it sounds amazing. That main theme of the song sounds great because there's 3 guitars and a horn section playing it. Thanks, Dave. Glad you like it. And Lauren? Yeah, so I can't wait for you to hear the track. By the way, Brittany, you're a Diamond member. You already have access to it in the Diamond Vault, so you can check that out. The Gold and Silver members will have access to it probably the first or second week of May. I have to look at my calendar. I don't remember exactly. But Gold and Silver members, you will get the song early as well. And then it's going to be out on May 20th, the full shebang. We're going to see the studio performance video that day. The lyric video is ready to go. It's so fun. And then I got to make a ton of other content that my assistant Abby can help me post and get that all going. So as I am sitting in the comedy condo in between shows in Sacramento this weekend, that's what I'm going to be doing, is making content, making posts for Picnic in the Sun, Bunch of Nazis. I did that at Trek Wine the other night. I did that as my closer, and a lady came out of the show, and she was like, I'm so fired up. I just want to go punch a Nazi right now. And I was like, all right, good. We have the correct effect. We have the correct effect happening. All right. So thank you all very much for coming to hang out with me tonight. I appreciate it. My girlfriend is waiting for me in the house, waiting for dinner. So I got to go feed her, and it's garbage night. And, I just got to go do like regular person stuff, which it's always way more fun to come and hang out with you here. So we will be doing this again next week, May 1st, unless something weird comes up. But I am planning on doing another live stream here May 1st. So put it on your calendar and tune in then. And I will catch you in the community between now and then. Thanks so much.